Imagine a country where the hills are as green as emeralds, the landscapes are breathtaking, and medieval castles narrate tales of a glorious past. A place where traditional Irish music resonates through the streets and the people are renowned for their warm and friendly hospitality. Ireland, often called the Emerald Isle, has attracted thousands from around the world, seeking a better life in one of Europe's wealthiest countries. With a seemingly robust economy and a quality of life that many envy, Ireland has become a dream destination for many immigrants. But what if I told you that behind this enchanting image lies a different reality? That the much-talked-about Irish economic miracle might not be so miraculous after all? The truth is, despite being viewed as a paradise of opportunities, Ireland harbors a darker side that many are unaware of. The country is a tax haven, and its inflated GDP does not reflect the reality experienced by the majority of Irish people. Moreover, the housing crisis has led to exorbitant increases in housing prices, turning the dream of living in a better country into a real nightmare for many. In this video, we'll explore the hidden secrets of Ireland, revealing how a country that seems to offer so much can actually conceal significant challenges. Get ready to discover the other side of the Emerald Isle, where the quest for a better life doesn't always meet the happy ending many anticipate. Known for its lush and verdant landscape, Ireland is actually an island divided into two political entities, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. The Republic of Ireland, covering most of the island, is a sovereign and independent country, with Dublin as its capital. It is a member of the European Union and is governed by a democratic system. Northern Ireland, on the other hand, is part of the United Kingdom, with its capital in Belfast, and falls under the British monarchy. This division has deep roots in historical and religious issues, marked by centuries of conflict known as the Troubles, which officially ended with the Belfast Agreement in 1998. Although there is now peace and cooperation, cultural, political, and religious differences between the two Irelands are still evident. Ireland occupies an area of approximately 84,000 square kilometers, with the Republic of Ireland covering about 70,000 square kilometers and Northern Ireland covering the remaining 14,000. With a population of about 5 million people in the Republic of Ireland and approximately 1.9 million in Northern Ireland, the island has a relatively low population density, which allows for the preservation of its vast green areas and natural landscapes. Interestingly, Ireland has a chicken population that is 3 times larger than its human population. It is estimated that there are about 15 million chickens spread across Irish farms, making poultry farming an important part of the country's agricultural economy. Chickens are a common sight in the countryside, reinforcing the bucolic and rural image of Ireland, with its pastoral landscapes and green fields stretching as far as the eye can see. Ireland's climate is a distinctive feature of the country. Known for its temperate maritime climate, Ireland experiences mild winters and cool summers, with temperatures rarely reaching extremes. In fact, the highest temperature ever recorded in Ireland was just 33 degrees Celsius. Sunny days are rare, and overcast skies are common. Rain is a constant presence in the lives of the Irish, able to occur at any moment and in any season. This moist climate is responsible for the lush vegetation that covers the island and is one of the reasons why Ireland is called the Emerald Isle. Everything in Ireland seems adapted to this climate. Houses typically have washing machines located in covered areas, away from the outside, and bathroom light switches are often pull-cord types, to avoid the risk of short circuits in a consistently damp environment. One of the most interesting peculiarities about Ireland is the absence of snakes. Unlike neighboring Great Britain, which has a few native snake species, the country has never been colonized by these reptiles. This is due to its geographical separation from the European continent for thousands of years. During the last ice age, Ireland was covered by thick layers of ice. When the ice finally melted, the island was isolated from the continent by the Irish Sea and the St. George's Channel, creating a natural barrier that prevented the recolonization of snakes in the region. Fortunately, snakes don't know how to swim, so the country remains free of these reptiles to this day. But beyond the scientific explanation, there is also a legend involving the absence of snakes in Ireland. It is said that St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, was responsible for driving all the snakes from the island. According to the legend, St. Patrick was pursued by snakes while fasting on a hill and then used his power to drive them into the sea, symbolizing the eradication of paganism and the triumph of Christianity in Ireland. Although this story is more of a legend than a historical fact, it is part of rich Irish folklore and is often cited to explain the absence of snakes in the country. Geopolitically, the country occupies a unique position in Europe. As a member of the European Union, the Republic of Ireland plays an active role in the continent's economic and political issues, while Northern Ireland, as part of the United Kingdom, follows British guidelines. This division was highlighted again with Brexit, which complicated relations between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. The previously barrier-free border, due to EU membership, became a sensitive point in Brexit negotiations, affecting trade and relations between the two parts of the island. The delicate situation also raises questions of national and political identity, with some in Northern Ireland desiring reunification with the Republic of Ireland, while others prefer to maintain ties with the United Kingdom. These elements, from the political division between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, to the grey and rainy weather and the absence of snakes, shape the unique character of Ireland. A land where history, legend, and geopolitics intertwine in fascinating ways, creating a unique and complex environment for its inhabitants and visitors. Its history is deep and complex, marked by ancient myths, cultural resistance, and historical events that have shaped the nation we know today. The earliest evidence of human presence in Ireland dates back to about 12,500 years ago, with communities of hunter-gatherers inhabiting the island. Over the millennia, these early inhabitants evolved into agricultural societies, building impressive megalithic monuments like Newgrange, a passage tomb that is older than the pyramids of Egypt and Stonehenge. These monuments bear witness to Ireland's rich prehistoric heritage and indicate a society deeply connected with the cycle of the seasons and the movement of the stars. With the arrival of the Iron Age around 500 BC, Ireland was inhabited by the Celts, a people who left an indelible mark on Irish culture. The Celts brought with them their own language, Gaelic, and a set of beliefs and traditions that became a fundamental part of Irish identity. Druids, bards, and warriors composed Celtic society, and their stories of gods and heroes, like Cuchulainn and the Tuatha Dé Danann, are still told today. It is from this rich cultural tapestry that the symbol of the harp emerges, which has become one of Ireland's most enduring and beloved emblems. The harp, present in many artifacts and ancient records, is a symbol of cultural resilience and national identity, surviving even during periods of cultural repression. The arrival of Christianity in Ireland in the 5th century brought significant changes. Saint Patrick, the country's patron saint, is a central figure in this process of Christianization. According to legend, in addition to converting the Irish to Christianity, Saint Patrick also expelled all snakes from the island, an act that symbolizes the eradication of paganism. Although the absence of snakes in Ireland is scientifically explained by geographic isolation and climatic conditions, the legend of St. Patrick remains an essential element of Irish folklore. Ireland flourished during the Middle Ages, becoming a center of learning and spirituality, with Irish monks transcribing sacred manuscripts and creating intricate illuminations, such as the famous Book of Kells. However, this golden age was interrupted by Viking invasions, starting in the late 8th century. The Vikings established settlements, including the cities of Dublin, Cork, and Limerick, leaving a legacy that is still visible in modern Ireland. Ireland's history took a significant turn with the arrival of the Normans in 1169, commissioned by English King Henry II, who sought to establish his rule over the island. This marked the beginning of centuries of English and later British dominion over Ireland. English control over Ireland was characterized by a series of conflicts, rebellions, and attempts to anglicize the island, often resulting in cultural and religious repression against Irish Catholics. One of the most tragic periods in Irish history was the Great Famine, which occurred between 1845 and 1852. At the time, Ireland was one of the poorest countries in Europe and almost exclusively depended on the potato as a staple food. The arrival of a devastating fungus, which destroyed potato crops for several consecutive years, led to a catastrophic famine. It is estimated that about 1 million people died of starvation and disease, and approximately 3 million Irish emigrated to other countries, such as the United States, Canada, Australia, England, and Scotland, in search of a better life. The famine not only caused a massive demographic decline, but also left a deep psychological and cultural impact, leading to growing resentment against British rule, which was accused of neglect and lack of effective assistance during the crisis. The beginning of the 20th century was marked by a growing movement for independence. In 1916, the Easter Rising in Dublin was a pivotal event where Irish nationalists rose up against British rule, demanding an independent republic. Although the uprising was quickly suppressed, it galvanized public support for the cause of independence. In 1921, following a war of independence, the Anglo-Irish Treaty was signed, resulting in the formation of the Irish Free State, an autonomous nation within the British Commonwealth. However, this treaty also led to the division of the island, with Northern Ireland opting to remain part of the United Kingdom, a division that sowed the seeds for future tensions. In 1949, the Republic of Ireland was officially declared, severing all ties with the British monarchy. From there, the country began to rebuild, emerging as a modern democratic nation, while Northern Ireland remained part of the United Kingdom, facing decades of sectarian conflicts known as the Troubles, which only came to an end with the Belfast Agreement of 1998. Modern Ireland is known for its rich cultural heritage and complex history. Literary influences from authors like Bram Stoker, who created the iconic character Dracula, highlight Ireland's capacity to inspire stories of mystery and horror. And while the country celebrates its Celtic and Christian identity, the memory of the Great Famine and the struggle for independence remain as powerful reminders of its resilience and determination. For those who love to travel, Ireland enchants visitors with its mix of stunning natural landscapes, rich history, and vibrant culture. As you walk through the streets of Dublin, Galway, or Cork, you'll soon notice something peculiar. The doors of houses are often painted in vivid colors. This tradition, dating back to the 19th century, is said to have originated as a way for residents to distinguish themselves from one another and avoid confusion, especially after a night at the traditional Irish pubs. The colorful doors have also become a symbol of personal expression and are now an iconic part of the Irish urban landscape. Another fascinating aspect of Ireland is the languages spoken in the country. Although English is widely spoken and understood, Irish Gaelic, or simply Irish, is the country's first official language. Traffic signs, placards, and official documents often display both languages, reflecting the country's commitment to preserving its linguistic heritage. Gaelic is taught in schools, and there are regions called Gaeltacht, where Irish is the predominant language, offering visitors an authentic cultural experience. When it comes to cuisine, the Irish breakfast is an experience that cannot be overlooked. Known for being hearty and flavorful, a traditional Irish breakfast typically includes eggs, bacon, beans, tomatoes, toast, sausages, black and white pudding, and mushrooms. This substantial meal is a classic way to start the day, especially in a country where the weather can be cold and damp. It's a meal that warms not only the body but also the soul, and many tourists make it a point to try an authentic Irish breakfast during their visit to Ireland. Another curious fact about the country is that, although known as one of the world's highest beer-consuming countries, Ireland has specific times for purchasing alcohol in supermarkets and convenience stores. Before 10 a.m. and after 10 p.m., it is not possible to buy alcohol. The only place where you can find alcoholic beverages after these hours is in bars, and even then only until 3 a.m. Exploring Irish culture, some words are frequently used. Two of the most common are sorry and cheers. Sorry is often used in contexts of apology, but also as a polite and courteous gesture in daily interactions. Meanwhile, cheers is used both for toasting and as a friendly way to say thank you or goodbye. These expressions reflect the warm and friendly character of the Irish, who are known for their warm hospitality. One of the most famous and widely celebrated cultural events in Ireland is St. Patrick's Day. Held annually on March 17th, this holiday honors the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick, credited with bringing Christianity to the island. During the holiday, colorful parades fill the streets, people dress in green, and festivities are held throughout the country. Pubs and bars are packed, and beer flows freely, especially the famous Guinness, the most iconic Irish beer. St. Patrick's Day is not just a celebration in Ireland. It is a global event, with festivities held in cities around the world where Irish communities exist. Speaking of Guinness, Ireland is home to this famous brand of stout, which is exported to over 120 countries around the world. The Guinness Brewery, located in Dublin, is one of the country's most visited tourist attractions. The Guinness Storehouse offers an immersive experience where visitors can learn about the history and brewing process of the beer, as well as enjoy a pint in the Gravity Bar, which offers panoramic views of Dublin. The visit is a must for beer lovers and for those who want to better understand one of Ireland's most beloved traditions. Another curiosity is that the Guinness World Records, the famous book that records global records of all kinds, has its origins linked to the Guinness Brewery. The idea of compiling a record book arose in 1951 when Sir Hugh Beaver, the managing director of Guinness at the time, was involved in a discussion about which was the fastest game bird in Europe. The first edition of the Guinness World Records was published in 1955 and has since become a global phenomenon. Among the many must-visit destinations in Ireland, the Cliffs of Moher stand out as one of the country's most impressive natural attractions. Located on the west coast of Ireland, These majestic cliffs rise 214 meters high and stretch for about 8 kilometers along the Atlantic Ocean, offering breathtaking views and making them the perfect spot for scenic hikes. Visiting the cliffs of Maher is an immersive experience in nature that leaves everyone breathless. Dublin, the capital of Ireland, is another destination that should not be missed. Blending history and modernity, Dublin is a vibrant cultural hub. A visit to Trinity College, where you can admire the famous Book of Kells, is essential for history lovers. Grafton Street, in turn, is a lively street filled with shops and street performers, where one can feel the city's energy. And, of course, no tour in Dublin would be complete without a stop at one of the historic pubs, such as Temple Bar, for a true Irish nightlife experience. Galway is a charming coastal city known for its artistic spirit and relaxed atmosphere. The Latin Quarter, with its cobblestone streets and colorful houses, is the perfect place to explore boutiques, cafes, and art galleries. Galway is also the ideal starting point for exploring the Aran Islands and the stunning landscapes of Connemara, offering a blend of culture and nature that is hard to resist. The scenic Ring of Kerry offers some of Ireland's most beautiful views. Spanning 179 kilometers, you'll find mountains, lakes, castles, and breathtaking beaches. Be sure to visit Killarney National Park, where hiking trails lead to pristine natural landscapes, or explore the charming town of Kenmare, with its quaint shops and cozy restaurants. In the city of Cork, known as Ireland's rebel capital, you'll find a burgeoning food scene. The English Market, one of Europe's oldest food markets, is an excellent place to try fresh local produce. Nearby, Blarney Castle draws visitors from around the world who come to kiss the famous Blarney Stone and, according to legend, receive the gift of eloquence. A visit to the country wouldn't be complete without exploring the Giant's Causeway, located in Northern Ireland. This unique geological formation consists of about 40,000 hexagonal basalt columns, created by an ancient volcanic eruption. Surrounded by myths and legends about giants, the Giant's Causeway blends science and fantasy, providing a magical experience for visitors. Belfast, the capital of Northern Ireland, is rich in history and culture. The Titanic Museum, which offers a detailed view of the construction and sinking of the famous ship, is a must-see attraction. Belfast also boasts a vibrant arts and music scene, with numerous bars and theaters. A visit to the city's political murals provides a unique perspective on the history of conflict in Northern Ireland. The medieval town of Kilkenny is known for its impressive Norman castle, Kilkenny Castle, dating back to the 12th century. With its narrow streets and well-preserved architecture, Kilkenny is a hub of craftsmanship, where many local artists display and sell their works, making it a perfect destination for those seeking history and culture. For the more adventurous, Skellig Michael, a remote island in the Atlantic Ocean, is a must-visit destination. Known for its 6th-century monastery built by Christian monks, Skellig Michael gained worldwide fame for its appearance in the Star Wars film series. The boat trip to the island and the climb up the ancient stone steps promise adventure and introspection. Howth, a picturesque fishing village just a short train ride from Dublin, offers hiking trails along the coast, sea views, and fresh seafood. Howth Market is a great place to sample local produce, and Howth Castle with its historic gardens is perfect for peaceful strolls. For those planning to visit Ireland, it's important to take some precautions to ensure a pleasant and safe trip. Although the country is one of the safest in Europe, it's always wise to keep an eye on your belongings, especially in busy tourist areas. The unpredictable weather is another important consideration. Ireland is known for its rapid weather changes, so it's advisable to carry an umbrella or raincoat, even in the summer months. In large cities like Dublin, traffic can be chaotic, so using public transport or walking are good options for getting around. Driving in rural areas can be delightful, but remember that in Ireland, you drive on the left side of the road. Additionally, respecting local culture is essential. The Irish are known for their hospitality and warmth, so courteous and friendly behavior is always welcome. Trying to learn a few words in Gaelic, even simple ones like slaint, a toast to health, can be a nice way to connect with locals. These tips will help you make the most of your trip to Ireland, a country that uniquely and captivatingly blends tradition and modernity. And speaking of traveling, did you know there's a way to get cheaper flights to any destination in just 3 minutes? Cheaper than the flights you spend days searching for and comparing prices? There's a free website that explains how it works. To find out, just click on the link in the first pinned comment. After watching this video, hurry over to check it out. Ireland is often highlighted as one of Europe's most dynamic economies, known for its business-friendly environment and for attracting a large number of multinationals, especially in the technology, pharmaceutical, and finance sectors. Global companies like Google, Facebook, Apple, and Pfizer have chosen Ireland as their base for European operations, drawn by the country's low corporate tax rates and a skilled, multilingual workforce. This environment has contributed to robust economic growth, placing Ireland among the countries with the highest GDP per capita in the world. One of the most important sectors of the Irish economy is the services sector, which includes finance, information and communication technology, ICT, as well as tourism and hospitality. Tourism, in particular, plays a significant role in the country's economy, attracting millions of visitors annually who wish to explore Ireland's rich cultural heritage, stunning landscapes, and famous pubs. The revenue generated from tourism helps to boost the local economy and create jobs in both urban and rural areas. Agriculture also plays a significant role in Ireland's economy, renowned for its high-quality products such as beef, dairy, and other agricultural goods. The food and beverage industry is another vibrant part of the Irish economy, with iconic brands like Guinness beer being exported around the world. In terms of living standards, Ireland offers competitive wages and a high quality of life for its residents. The average monthly income in Ireland is approximately €3,500, which equates to around $3,800. This level of income places Ireland among the countries with the best wage conditions in Europe, reflecting the added value of high-tech industries and financial services. However, the cost of living in Ireland, especially in major cities like Dublin, can be high. The monthly cost of food for one person ranges from €250 to €400, or approximately $275 to $440, depending on consumption habits and food preferences. This includes purchasing basic items at supermarkets and occasional meals at restaurants. As for rentals, prices vary widely depending on location and type of accommodation. In Dublin, for example, renting a one-bedroom apartment in the city center can cost between €1,500 and €2,500 per month, which equates to approximately $1,650 to $2,750. Outside of major urban centers, such as in smaller towns and villages, prices are significantly lower, making these areas an attractive option for those looking for a quieter and more affordable life. But although Ireland's economy is often celebrated as one of the most successful in Europe, as we just mentioned, the reality behind the shiny numbers is quite different. For centuries, Ireland was considered one of the poorest countries in Europe, struggling to develop economically. However, in recent years, something remarkable happened. The Irish economy exploded. Today, it is ranked as one of the richest nations in the world, surpassing even economic powerhouses like Switzerland, Qatar, and Kuwait. However, this image of prosperity can be misleading. While Ireland's GDP per capita is significantly higher than that of many European countries, such as the Scandinavian countries, the Netherlands, Belgium, and Austria, the average wages we just discussed do not follow this trend. In fact, the average Irish wage is similar to those countries and, in some cases, even lower. Moreover, when analyzing the disposable income of households, which represents how much money people actually have to spend after taxes and essential expenses, Ireland falls below the European Union average. This reveals a significant discrepancy between official economic data and the everyday experience of Irish citizens. As for the large multinational corporations, such as Google, Facebook, and Apple, which have established their European headquarters in the country, attracted by tax incentives and a favorable business environment, these companies contribute enormously to the GDP but employ only a small fraction of the Irish workforce. Most Irish people work in the local economy, in sectors not directly related to big technology, and therefore earn much less. Meanwhile, the tax benefits enjoyed by these multinationals create an appearance of economic prosperity, artificially inflating the country's statistics. One factor exacerbating this economic disparity is the housing crisis that has engulfed Ireland in recent years. With the economic boom and the influx of multinationals, the demand for housing has skyrocketed, especially in cities like Dublin, Cork, and Galway. However, the construction of new residences has not kept up with this increasing demand, leading to a substantial rise in property prices and rents. The 2008 crisis, which severely affected the construction sector in Ireland, left a legacy of housing shortages that has not yet been fully resolved. Many construction projects were halted or canceled, resulting in a limited supply of real estate on the market. Furthermore, foreign investors and real estate funds have taken advantage of the heated market to purchase properties, often converting them into short-term rentals, like those listed on Airbnb, which has further exacerbated the lack of affordable housing for local residents. This phenomenon has created a market where prices are driven by speculation, rather than being based on the real needs of the local population. Consequently, many Irish people struggle to find a house or apartment they can afford, and the number of homeless people has alarmingly increased. This scenario has led to a feeling of frustration and discontent among citizens. While a minority who work for large tech companies enjoy high salaries and a comfortable lifestyle, the majority of the population struggles to cover basic living costs. The high cost of housing is one of the main factors driving this inequality. Many families spend more than half of their income just on rent, leaving little room in the budget for other expenses such as food, healthcare, and education. The situation is so serious that many Irish have opted to leave the country in search of better living conditions. Migration, long a phenomenon in Irish history, continues to be a reality. In recent years, an increasing number of young Irish people have moved to countries like Australia, Canada, the United States, and even other European nations in search of better-paying jobs and a more affordable cost of living. This exodus, in turn, deprives Ireland of talent and skilled labor, which could further harm the local economy in the long term. The magical accounting used to inflate GDP figures hides significant flaws in the Irish economy that would otherwise be visible. The reliance on a small number of large corporations to sustain the economy creates considerable vulnerabilities. In a global scenario where tax policies are under constant review and the winds of change can blow swiftly, Ireland risks facing sudden crises that could expose these flaws. Moreover, the high national debt, often downplayed due to the inflated GDP, could become unsustainable if economic growth slows or if global conditions change unfavorably. Therefore, while the image of Ireland as a rich and prosperous nation is widely broadcasted, the reality for most of its citizens is much more complex and challenging. Inequality, the housing crisis, and excessive dependence on multinationals create a scenario where the prosperity observed in macroeconomic statistics does not directly translate into quality of life. For many Irish, the dream of financial stability and prosperity still seems out of reach. Despite the economic and social challenges that Ireland faces, there are many reasons to be hopeful about the future of the country. Ireland has always been a resilient nation, overcoming historical hardships with determination and creativity. The housing crisis and economic inequality are undoubtedly complex issues, but the Irish government and civil society are aware of these challenges and have been working to find solutions. In recent years, Ireland has intensified efforts to build more housing and make prices more affordable, especially in urban areas. Housing policies are being developed to address the shortage of homes and limit real estate speculation. Initiatives to regulate short-term rentals, such as Airbnb, and incentives for the construction of social housing are important steps toward a sustainable solution to the housing crisis. Additionally, there is increasing awareness of the need for a fair distribution of wealth, which could lead to fiscal policies that benefit not only large corporations but also small businesses and local workers. Education continues to be one of Ireland's greatest strengths. With a strong educational system and internationally renowned universities, the country is well positioned to train a new generation of leaders and innovators who can help tackle economic and social challenges. Training and professional development programs are also being expanded to ensure that workers have the skills needed to thrive in an ever-evolving economy. Another reason for optimism is Ireland's commitment to sustainability and renewable energy. The country is investing significantly in wind and solar energy, aiming to reduce dependence on fossil fuels and promote a greener future. These efforts not only benefit the environment, but also create new job opportunities and innovation in the clean energy sector. Transitioning to a more sustainable economy is a promising path that can bring prosperity and security to future generations. Additionally, the Irish culture of hospitality, warmth, and solidarity is a valuable asset. The ability of the Irish to come together in times of difficulty, as seen during the 2008 financial crisis and other adversities, is one of the reasons the country has been able to overcome historical challenges. This spirit of community and mutual support continues to be a source of strength for the country. In summary, although Ireland faces significant obstacles, there is a clear effort to transform these challenges into opportunities for growth and development. The resilience of the Irish people, combined with sensible policies and a vision for an inclusive and sustainable future, offers hope that Ireland can not only overcome its current difficulties but also emerge stronger and more united. The The dream of a better life is still real for many, and Ireland has all the tools necessary to make it a tangible reality for all its citizens. So, when thinking about Ireland, remember its green hills, rich history, and innate ability to withstand and flourish. This is a country that continues to inspire the world with its vibrant culture, innovation efforts, and commitment to a better future for everyone. Now tell us what you think of everything you've discovered about Ireland. Would you live in this country? Answer here in the comments. And don't forget to click on the link in the first pinned comment. And now, watch our feature on the country blessed by emeralds and cursed by the legacy of Pablo Escobar, Colombia.